barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. So I just read Andre Ward's tweet, and I'm going to read it for you guys so I can quote Andre Ward from Andre Ward's Twitter account. Don't think a rematch will ever happen. Wilder probably won't want to go through that again. We'll take the draw and move on, and Fury doesn't really have to. And Fury doesn't really have to. Even a draw was a win for him last night, the way he performed. Fury versus Joshua at Wembley in the summer, end quote. Now, let me say this. I'm not going to talk about the scorecards. Everyone has their own interpretation. I'm going to go live in a little bit and do some videos. I'm not going to dispute in this video what Andre Ward said about the scorecards. I believe Wilder won to a draw. I don't believe Tyson Fury won the fight. Two, Andre Ward has questioned the character of Deontay Wilder, and I think he's wrong in every sense of that. Andre Ward always judge a fighter on his merit, as we did you. We honored your word. I love covering you. I love you, period. You understand, we've had hundreds of conversations and interviews. But when you look at, see, this was an instant tweet by Andre Ward. He didn't see it from 50,000 feet. This was the man that rescheduled a fight with no one wanted the fight and was on PEDs. That being Luis Ortiz, who is the best technical heavyweight. I don't care what y'all say about Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is a boxer without the power. Luis Ortiz is the boxer with the power. All right, and depending on what you like, obviously, Tyson Fury has those intangibles because he comes from a fighting family, and I 1,000% all that. But I think Andre Ward is wrong to question the integrity or the character of an Deontay Wilder in terms of, and I'll read the quote. He said, Wilder probably won't want to go through that again. Well, they said the same thing about you, Andre Ward, when you won by to Kovalev by 1 point, 1 round. I thought you won that fight. I thought you won both of them. And I think when we rewatched the fight, because when you're in the moment, that fight looked like a draw. In the moment, the majority of those fans thought Kovalev won. But when you actually see what was, I haven't rewatched the fight, but I'm just going off of my interpretation of Ward Kovalev won. When you go back and rewatch the fight, you realize all that movement was wasted movement by Tyson Fury. He wasn't landing, and he wasn't landing with substance. You understand? Early on in the fight, Deontay Wilder's jab was popping. Jab to the body. He had the Floyd Mayweather jab to the body. Obviously, it didn't look like Floyd Mayweather's jab, but he brought Tyson Fury's hands down, then went up top with the jab and landed, sprinkled in a couple of like right hands throughout the first couple of rounds. I was kind of perplexed by this tweet by Andre Ward, because it didn't mirror it. It's not a parallel, but there are some similarities between Ward, Kovalev, Wilder, Fury. You understand? And I don't like that. I don't like the fact that Ward questioned the character or the mettle. I like the term mettle. I don't like that he questioned the mettle of Deontay Wilder. You understand? Him saying that he won or lost, fair. I can't question that. Andre Ward has more boxing intelligence in his pinky than I have probably in my whole brain, right? So I'm not even going to go question him, or I'm going to disagree with him, obviously. But to question a man's mettle or integrity, I have a problem with that with Andre Ward. And so I'm going to leave that there. I'm looking forward to seeing Andre Ward back in the ring. I believe he has some fights that he could possibly take, up or down. He has some fights that are being thrown at him right now, and maybe he takes one of them. You know what I mean? Whether he goes up in weight, or he's 200 pounds now. So whether he stays at that weight or gets in the gym and lose some weight, he has some fights that for a lot of money that that are being discussed potentially. So we'll sit back and see. I'm not gonna. He obviously just had a child recently. Congratulations on that, Alpha. And I don't want no one to read this video out of context. I will forever love Andre Ward. I will forever love Deontay Wilder. But I think Andre Ward is wrong in questioning the mettle of a Deontay Wilder who has never ever ran away from a tough challenge. You understand what I'm saying? So, so, so from that vantage point, I would 100% disagree with Andre Ward. Whether he obviously he thought Fury won, and that's going to be debatable for whatever. Just like, and I'll use this term for the sake of this video, many black people thought Kovalev beat Ward in the first fight, and that's a debate. Feel free to have that debate, but question the man's integrity, who's never ever walked away from a challenge, who wanted to go to Russia, signed up to fight Anthony Joshua for $12 million. He called Tyson Fury to have this fight made, and in the post-fight press conference, he said he wants the rematch. And Deontay Wilder has never ever lied to us as it relates to wanting a fight. Remember, Dominic Breazeale should have been in this fight. Okay, and Andre Ward needs to understand that it was too easy. It was so easy for Deontay Wilder to digress, right? To digress in terms of level of opponent and not keep Tyson Fury over there and say I'm gonna fight my mandatory. So, anyways, man, that's where I stand on the situation. Last night was electric. I'm gonna be doing videos all day, but I have great pride, and I'm gonna use this video to talk about both of them, to cover a man like Andre Ward, you know, who won the Super Six, who was always the fans' underdog, even though he was favored in the fight. You understand what I'm saying? Similar on a different level, because Sergey Kovalev was more outspoken in terms of race relations, in terms of Carissa Shield, in terms of using the N word. So it was more visceral. It was more tangible as it relates to Andre Ward fighting the good fight, and he used the quote unquote. Go watch my interviews. He used the term they, and Andre Ward is very calculated with his words. So that's why I was questioning him. Like, my understanding of Andre Ward is he doesn't waste or mince words. So I'm very shocked that I'm like appalled, shocked, like that he would say Deontay Wilder doesn't want to go through hell to get to heaven. Deontay Wilder, all he's done the last 2 years of his career, more importantly, is go through hell to get to heaven. How many canceled fights has he had? You understand? How many fighters has he chased? I mean, he spent the whole year chasing a fighter now. You know, so as I digress into that, and Deontay Wilder, in terms of, as I talk about the race relations, he's a champion for that. He's elevated Andre Ward's pillar. You understand? He's an ambassador for our culture in the public eye. Andre Ward did that in terms of being a faith-based man, raising 4 or 5 kids, married. His wife is phenomenal in terms of her intellect. Oh man, her character, her integrity. I'm getting goosebumps. Like, I've interviewed Mrs. Ward 4 times, maybe. You can go on my channel 3 or 4 times, and very statuous in terms of personality, very statuous in terms of the perception of integrity. And yeah, man. So Andre Ward and his family has done it in terms of the physical example, right? In terms of how they move and their faith base. Although HBO tore them down, Jim Lampley was champion #1 in terms of son of, what do you call that motherfucker? No, I mean, Andre Ward's not a motherfucker, but I'm thinking of son of SOG or something. He did something like that. And uh, Deontay Wilder is doing it the more contemporary fashion, like the 2018 version of what, quote unquote, soft, in a soft sense. I don't want to disrespect the people that were actually on the grounds fighting, but the civil rights movement, a more contemporary version of the civil rights movement, where you use your social medias, you don't do sit-ins. You understand what I'm saying? You don't boycott. You don't walk to work for a year. We don't do that in 2018. You understand? So I'll say that. So he's more boisterous than Andre Ward as it relates to race relations, and but I'm just appalled that Andre Ward attacked his character in terms of I'm appalled that he did that, because I wouldn't think that Andre Ward would question Deontay Wilder wanting to fight. So, anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. Feel free to subscribe button. Y'all might get tired of my voice today because I'm coming. I got a lot to talk about. So I know y'all hear the fatigue in my voice. I've been working. You guys know what I've been doing all week. So barbershop conversations. Feel free to hit the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.